Good evening, Amherst fans, and welcome to the 2025 Rochester Americans Hall of Fame induction, as we induct a new member into this exclusive club. 30 years ago, the Amherst Hall of Fame was created to honor the players, coaches, and key contributors who helped shape this storied franchise since its inception in 1956. And tonight we continue in that tradition as the Hall of Fame welcomes another individual who spent his entire American Hockey League career with the Rochester Americans before going on to play nearly 800 National Hockey League games. That in the NHL became one of the all-time greatest goaltenders to ever play the game. Please direct your attention to the video board overhead for a look back at the Hall of Fame career of Ryan Miller.
One of the most decorated goaltenders in franchise history, Ryan Miller appeared in 172 career games over parts of 4 seasons with the Amherst, posting a 92, 61, and 16 record with a 2.34 goals against average and a .922 save percentage from 2002 to 2006.
Boy, has he been playing good, this kid, Ryan Miller. It seems like he's just getting stronger and stronger each game and playing with a whole heck of a lot of confidence.
The 2-time AHL All-Star selection finished with 15 shutouts, tying for second most in franchise history behind only fellow Amherst Hall of Famer Bobby Perreault, while his 2.34 goals against average remains the 10th best all-time in team history.
Blocked away by Fitzpatrick. Another shot. Help save Miller. He's on it and holds on with the face-off. Nice stop by Fitzpatrick on the block and a great save by Miller.
Miller, who becomes just the 7th netminder to be enshrined in the Amherst Hall of Fame, reached the 20-win mark and led Rochester to the postseason in each of his first 3 seasons with the Amherst. In 26 career playoff appearances, he boasted a 13-13 record with a 2.37 goals against average, a .916 save percentage, and 2 shutouts.
Comes out in front, shot in, grabbed by Miller as it hit him in the left shoulder. The puck fell in his glove and he holds on with the face-off.
He also saw time in 18 contests with the Buffalo Sabres, the team that selected him in the 5th round, 138th overall, in the 1999 NHL draft, including 15 during his rookie season.
I remember when you showed up to your first training camp in Buffalo in 2002, and I looked over and I was like, oh, that kid's pretty good. Lucky for me, you ended up spending about 3 years in Rochester. It allowed me to play some games in Buffalo. But as soon as you came up, well, I got to watch you from close, and you have had a fantastic career everywhere you've been. So congratulations to you and your family, man. We love you.
His best season as an Ammer came during the 2004-2005 campaign when he backstopped the Amherst to an AHL best 51-19, 4-6 record, helping Rochester claim the McGregor-Kilpatrick Trophy as regular season champions and earning him his 2nd straight AHL All-Star selection. For his efforts, he was named the AHL's top goaltender and Amherst MVP.
Just reaching out to congratulate you on being inducted into the Amherst Hall of Fame. It couldn't have happened to a better player, teammate, and father and husband. So enjoy this special time with you and your family and all the fans, and welcome to the club, buddy.
A native of East Lansing, Michigan, Miller joined the Amherst for the 2002-2003 season, following 3 seasons as a standout at Michigan State University, where he was a 3-time CCHA Goaltender of the Year and won the Hobey Baker Award as the top collegiate player in 2001 after leading the nation in wins, winning percentage, save percentage, goals against average, and 10 shutouts. Throughout his illustrious career, Miller remains the only player in hockey history to be named the top goaltender in the NCAA, American Hockey League, National Hockey League, and Winter Olympics.
And join us in saluting silver medal winner and men's hockey most valuable player, Ryan Miller.
He is also a member of the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2022 and was inducted into the Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame, along with having his jersey, number 30, retired in January 2023.
What a save by Miller! What a save by Miller!
Along with his wife Noreen, his son Bodie, his daughter Kaya, his mother Teresa, we welcome back to Rochester Ryan Miller. To present the Hall of Fame Crystal on behalf of the Rochester Americans, fellow Amerks Hall of Famer, Jody Gage.
It's really nice to hear a familiar voice, Don. Really, honestly, it's been great. Hello again, Rochester. It's good to be back. It's a great honor to be welcomed to the Hall of Fame. I'd like to begin by thanking the Rochester Americans organization, the Pegula family, for their commitment to here in Western New York, solidifying the Sabres and Amerks teams. So we recently moved, and while we were unpacking, I came across a bunch of old pictures I hadn't seen in a long time. Not many people under the age of about 25 will understand this, but we used to print pictures, and then they just get put in a box and in a pile, and you forget about them for 20 years. And among those pictures were the photos of me packing up my maroon Jeep Cherokee with all of my gear, getting ready to drive to upstate New York to become a professional hockey player. And it brought back just a lot of memories. I immediately recall the excitement about beginning a new chapter of life away from home and a chance to fulfill a dream. And I just signed that first contract, and there was all the excitement and the feeling of uncertainty. What's going to happen? Will I succeed? Will I enjoy Western New York? What happens if I don't find my way or my place? And I think those questions are common for most people starting a new chapter, but there's something that kind of stayed with me for a while. But looking back, I'm happy to say that with a lot of help, I was able to find my way, and I consider Rochester and Buffalo places I really feel at home. And it was because I got my start here. And I feel lucky my path began here in Rochester. Like any young hockey player, I wanted to be in the NHL immediately, but that wasn't very realistic, and as there's much to learn. With some guidance from the staff in Buffalo, I understood I needed to take some time and gain some experience, and I couldn't ask for a better place to learn than Rochester. The Sabres affiliation with the Amerks gave me a chance to step into a rich hockey history and feel the great responsibility of wearing the red, white, and blue. The fan excitement, the fan involvement all made us feel like every game was important. Not every AHL team, or NHL team for that matter, has the kind of buzz that we have in this rink here. So I really appreciate that. The fans in Rochester care, and that really matters. I was happy to know that we had support at the rink and away from the rink. It would be an early lesson of what it means to be part of a Western New York community when so many people show up every time. Fundraisers, games. If anybody needs anything, this is the kind of community we live in. It was outstanding. I learned a lot of lessons that, during that time, and it was always about something more, something bigger than just being an Amherst. We were part of something here that's bigger. So thank you for that. Being an Amherst also put me into an organization led by Pride, by Jody Gage, and a dedicated staff that built their careers in hockey with Rochester. We had coaches who cared and had a plan for us. Randy Cunneyworth, John Cristiano. I can't tell you how many times as a young player going through something we felt like we could have a conversation with Cunny or John, and they would have our back, and they would meet us with compassion, kindness, and of course, great hockey knowledge. And even with Dougie Huda. Dougie was my D-man one year and my coach the next. And I loved having him as a confidant and someone you can have a lot of fun with. And we had players in the lineup as well willing to pass along some priceless hockey knowledge with Taylor, Botterill, Askey, Pittis, Ricci, Lindgren, some great veterans. I was also surrounded by future Sabres teammates, all aspiring to play in the NHL, but looking to make a mark in Rochester. Playing important games and feeling the responsibility and the weight of the pressure in a town where hockey matters is what helped hone us as players. We were able to build some great seasons with our group. Pominville, Roy, Gostad, Vanek, Ryan, Janik, Fitzpatrick, Peters, and Pacer, right? And some other special parts of the organization along the way. Dave Williams, the equipment manager, Chris Bandura, who moved up to Buffalo with us. And I'd like to take just a quick moment to recognize Snacky, Kent Weisbeck, for all his hard work, keeping us in one piece in the training room. I took great pride in my time spent in Rochester, and I was happy with our team were successful, and we were able to make a mark on Rochester's history. It's a special moment for me to return now with my wife, Noreen, along with our kids, Bodie and Kaya, and introduce them to Rochester, giving them a glimpse into a part of the world that helped define who I was going to be in my life, on the ice and off the ice. And it's a chance for my mom, Teresa, to see the old War Memorial one more time. So, thank you so much for welcoming me. When I arrived here as a 22-year-old, and once again today, love you, Rochester. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.